What's up, hobbyists? I'm Rachel, and this one is going to be a weird one. If you've come over here from TikTok, you would know that I have a Halloween TikTok that I've had for a couple years where I post all things spooky season, Halloween crafts, decor, blah, blah, blah. What you might not know is that when I first started dipping my toe into YouTube, I made Halloween videos just like I did on my TikTok. It was basically like a longer form version of my TikTok. And what I realized was I did like making long form content, and what I liked the most was making craft projects. Fast forward, blah, blah, blah. Here we are having a hobby crafting channel instead. That being said, I did make some spooky DIY craft projects that I think were pretty cool. And I made them for YouTube, so they're long form content. So with spooky season here, I figured I would try to re-release some of those DIY spooky videos here on this channel, so they'll live here and other people could potentially see them, and try making some of the spooky crafts that I made. I don't know how it'll go. I don't know if it'll make sense. I'm definitely going to replace the intro of the videos. So starting with this one, we are working on a crystal ball that I made. I really love it. You'll see it this year used in my Halloween decor when I do my decorate with me for the living room. I plan on using it. I'm really excited. So without further ado, let's roll the tapes. I've always wanted a crystal ball, and I've seen lots of DIYs out there, but my goal was to get a crystal ball that was animated. I really think that brings it to life. So if you were on TikTok this holiday season, I'm sure that you saw the Moon Man projector that everyone was promoting from the TikTok shop. I was not exempt from seeing this projector, and I got one with a TikTok shop coupon. It's a cool projector, but honestly, when I first saw it, I thought this would make the perfect crystal ball. It's very like celestial, and it changes colors. It's giving space vibes, but it's also giving haunted mansion, you know what I mean? Taking you back to November when I got it, I took it all apart, not knowing how to actually make it into a crystal ball. I just wanted to see how it worked. I'll insert some clips of me dismantling this Moon Man. I am not encouraging anyone to go purchase this specific Moon Man projector and take it all apart. I think that was a lot of unnecessary work on my end just because I loved the image that it was projecting. But the DIY portion of this crystal ball will work with any projector. So definitely don't feel like you have to go out and get this specific one. I just wanted to give you the background of where mine would be coming from. Okay, so with that being said, let's jump into the DIY. So this crystal ball is actually a plastic Christmas ornament I got from Dollar Tree one of these years. I use them for DIY a lot, so I tend to pick up some every year in the different sizes that they carry. I knew I wanted to use a projector so that it moved, and I looked up lots of different ways to potentially get an image to project into a crystal ball or a sphere, and a lot of them had like that projection screen kind of cut and put inside, and that stuff's kind of expensive, honestly. But I saw this one where someone just watered down white paint and swirled it around on only half the one side, and the image projected onto it. So that is what we're going to do today. I'll put the original blog that I saw this on Pinterest. I'll put a link to that in the description so you can check that out. So basically what I did is I added a little bit of water to this white paint, and then we're just going to pour some in. We want to keep it on one half of the crystal ball. And now I'm just setting it in this cup so that it can dry and all the excess paint can drip out. So we have our crystal ball painted, so we're going to put that aside for now, and we're going to focus on the projector. Basically, all I want to do is create this box for the projector to live in so it hides it a little bit more. This is the shelf I have us set up on. I got a couple different bases to try out. And then what I wanted to do, honestly, is use a candle pedestal, but it's just too wide. See, it's too wide. And that's not tall enough to hide it. So I'm gonna go to the thrift store today and we're gonna look for candle pedestal or candle holder. But while we're here, the box when it's dark blends into the back enough, but to hide it even better and kind of really sell this illusion, I'm going to add some black spider web in the back of this shelf. So what do we think? I honestly think it turned out better than I was even imagining it. And it actually was a pretty quick and inexpensive DIY, all things considered. The most expensive part being a projector, but then other than that, it was a plastic ornament from Dollar Tree and white acrylic paint, which are both really accessible items. Like I said, obviously I'm not recommending everyone go out and break apart a projector to accomplish this DIY, but I do think this technique is super cool and could be applied to a lot of different projects. Once again, I will link the original blog I saw this technique on in the description below, so definitely go check that out. I also think people might wonder how it looks when the projector isn't on, like as shelf decor during the day. Does this look weird? So I will insert a clip right here of how it looks during the day with the projector turned off. I personally think it still reads as a crystal ball and I think it looks good on my shelf. I'm happy to have it displayed on or off, but of course at night turned on, I really think it is magical. As always, I would love to hear any of your feedback. Let me know if you liked any of the other bases that I tried out for this crystal ball or what you would have done for a base. Consider liking and subscribing. So that is it for today. Stay spooky and I will see you in the next one. Bye!